Tonight, Penn Ridge at 5-3 has playoff aspirations as well. Their leading rusher has eclipsed the 1,000-yard barrier. And their quarterback, you guessed it, has passed for just over 1,200 yards. It's a must game as CB East meets Penn Ridge next on the Comcast Network.
Tonight from Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania, coverage of high school football continues on the Comcast Network. It's the Patriots of CB East against the Rams of Penn Ridge. A very pleasant good evening to you. Watching, I'm John Gurevich alongside Kevin O'Reilly. Boy, great hometown atmosphere, classic night for football, and a real good matchup.
Boy, it's a chill in the air tonight. Like old-time football, you're going to see two teams that really like to run the football. These are almost like twins here from an offensive standpoint. Both running backs over 1,000 yards, both quarterbacks over 1,200 yards. We're in for a dandy.
Yeah, let's take a look inside the numbers at two teams which are very evenly matched.
If you take a look at the numbers right there, like I said, almost a twin bill. Within yards of each other in rushing and also yards with each other of passing. This could be a track meet tonight.
Yeah, and one of the running backs, let's take a look at both, but Alex Gibson to begin with, just a sophomore and a real good player.
5'9", 170 pounds. This guy has all the makings of being a great one. 800 yards in the last 4 games alone. He's got it going, and he's got it going big right now.
And on the other side, Penn Ridge has a pretty good running back as well, a senior in Mike Class.
I'll tell you, this guy is one of the best in the class. He leads Penn Ridge in rushing forever. He also has 900 yards in the last 4 games, 5'11", 185, one of the most determined running backs you will see this year on our broadcast, headed maybe to Villanova or Delaware.
Both teams with playoff aspirations. Each team would have to win tonight to keep its playoff hopes alive. We've got a dandy of a matchup. Stay with us under the Friday night lights as Penn Ridge hosts CB East on the Comcast Network.
It is a cool, crisp autumn evening in the northern suburbs in Percy, Pennsylvania. 43 degrees, and it'll be dipping into the upper 30s as we go through the course of the game. John Donnelly, coach at CB East in his 4th season. And on the other side, Jeff Hollenbeck, his first season coming back after 8 years as the Penn Ridge head coach earlier in the late 90s and early 2000s. All right, the series history. East has won 4 of the last 7. A dandy last year, a 34-24 Penn Ridge win. And we are set to go with football in Percy, Pennsylvania. It'll be CB East kicking it off. Oliver Boucher is their kicker. Foot meets ball, and the game is underway. Angling towards the sideline, scooped up on the move, and Penn Ridge, Joe Unangst bringing it up just a yard or so, and the Rams will go from there. The quarterback for the Rams is Matt Pasquale. We asked him earlier what it'll take to be successful tonight.
From the first kickoff, we've had some slow starts, and it really hurt us. But tonight we're going to come out, and we're going to be ready to go.
We'll see if they are. 1st and 10. They are at their own 17 to start the football game. And there's Pasquale lined up a couple of yards behind center. They run a version of a wing T. They hand it off to Unangst, the fullback. He gets across the 20 to the 21. Take a look at the offense for this team, this Penn Ridge Rams team. Mike Class at running back, Joe Unangst, the fullback, Ryan Sterling also in the backfield, Micah Stutzman, the top receiver, and Mike Tatarowitz is the tight end. The line, Duke Montgomery, Zach Hockman, Joe Kratz, Ryan Anton, and Shane Kranick. Kranick is the top offensive lineman, has been for most of the season. 2nd down and about 6. Mike Class gets his first carry and is close to a first down. On the defensive side for CB East, Ryan Kronmiller, Alex Jordan, Jake Duncan, and Mark Remy. Remy has been very good this year. Jack Lamb, Connor Pattison, and Chris Cryer at linebacker. And the secondary has Ryan Byrne, Jeff Filer, Ethan Silverman, and Jake Warren.
3rd and just a yard and a half. Waits for Mike Class to carry on this particular play.
Ball spotted at the 26. It is Class, bumped behind the line and brought down. Hit behind the line, and then from linebacker, Jack Lamb wrapped him up and brought him down, shy of the first down.
You think Jack Lamb heard me? I mean, you know that he's going to get the football. Lamb made a great play right here, anticipating the snap, getting through the hole, and making the sure tackle on one of the better backs that you will see in this part of the woods.
And give credit to Ryan Kronmiller as well, who got into the backfield to disrupt the flow of the play before the tackle was made.
And we had a penalty.
So all the good defensive work is for naught. A 5-yard penalty will hand a first down to the Rams. Ball up to the 31-yard line, just underway. Central Bucks East at 4-4. Penridge at 5-3 this year. Pasquale back to throw. On the move. Throws, and it is off the hands of the intended receiver, Joe Unanks, coming out of the backfield, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pasquale looking a little bit like Johnny Manziel on that one, running for his life and throwing on the run. I thought he was just throwing it out of bounds, but it was actually very close to being a reception.
Pasquale, a senior, 5'10", 185 pounds. Kevin, he had 3 picks in the first game of the year and only 1 ball intercepted since then. 2nd and 10 here. And he's going to run it here on the keeper. And gets a couple. You know what, it was Mike Class on a direct snap on Wildcat. Mike Class getting the direct... well, let's see, maybe I thought it was Class who carried the football.
It was Class.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see him taking the direct snap there. Little Wildcat.
Gain of about a yard. 2nd and long. Pasquale passing into the left flank. Somebody tipped that.
I think it was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Joe Unanks, one of the running backs, was the intended receiver.
4th down for the Rams.
And it is 4th down.
Well, no penalty this time. Here's a look. Just maybe a finger on it. That really took the direction of that ball over on Unanks' head.
Peter Semiatis is the punter. Gets one away. Brandon Ilkew is back deep and will try to return this one. Ilkew for the Patriots. Sliding forward across the 40. Almost to the 42.
Really nice play by Isaiah Lewis on that. A punt return because the return man was looking to get behind. He was looking to get behind.
The Patriots quarterback is Zach Nelson. We asked him what his team needs to establish tonight.
Tell everyone that we're going to go right down the field and score. Every drive got to be a scoring drive.
1st and 10. Let's see if their first drive can be a scoring drive. Ball at the 42-yard line. No score early in the football game. This is the sophomore running back, Alex Gibson. Kevin, we said earlier, the last 4 games, he has almost come out of nowhere. 900 yards on the ground in the last 4 games. Let's take a look at the lineup. Alex Gibson, sophomore, the tailback leads them. Brian Passman in fullback. Brandon Ilkew is their top pass catcher. And then they've got Connor O'Keefe. And the tight end is Ryan Kronmiller. Along the front line, Mark Remy, Alex Jordan, Jason Ackenbach, Jake Duncan, and Jacob Yerkes. 2nd and about 5. And they give it to the fullback. And that could be first down yardage for Brian Passman. The defense for Penridge. Amir Simmons, Shane Kranick, Josh Baer, Duke Montgomery, and Ian Mosser. And 3 linebackers, Logan Turk, Zach Hockman and Ryan Sterling, and 3 defensive backs, Devon Balmer, Micah Stutzman, and Joe Unangst. It is a first down indeed, as the Patriots go into Ram territory at the 47-yard line. Senior quarterback Zach Nelson and Alex Gibson met and dragged down behind the line for a loss of yardage. Ryan Sterling coming in to make the tackle behind the line.
Outside linebacker reading this one perfectly. He comes untouched, blitzing from his outside linebacker position. And boy, he puts number 21 on his back behind the line of scrimmage.
5'8", 180-pound junior Ryan Sterling. All right, second down and 13. Trips left, single setback, man in motion. And they hand it off up the middle, and good yardage for the fullback, Brian Passman.
Passman, a big one, 6 foot, 210 pounds. Just a quick hitter right off the A gap, the center guard gap. And Passman picks up almost a first down there. It'll be third and about 2, maybe a long 2.5, 3.
Yeah. Ball spotted at the 40. Coming up on the 7-minute mark in the first quarter, no score. And they're going to be short of the first down as Jake Warren winds up carrying the football. Senior, number 25.
He lined up in the backfield. He's used regularly as a wide receiver, trying to get some speed going there, and it just didn't happen. Now you'd have to believe that CB East is in 4-down territory here, being at the Rams 37-yard line?
37, 38-yard line. It's 4th down and 1. 4th and 1. First big play of the game. They're going to try to take it to the outside. They've got the first down. It's Alex Gibson. He's got the first down and about a yard to spare.
Gibson just on a quick toss, and he was able to pick the hole as he saw needed be. He only needed a yard. Really nice play. I like the play there. Nice blocking up front. But you see, Gibson really picked his hole very nicely, made the first down, and maybe a little more.
So Zach Nelson and company have a 1st and 10 at the Penridge Ram 35-yard line. Gibson driving forward. Another good gain here as he crosses the 30. Gets ahead to the 28. Amir Simmons making the tackle.
Now this time Penridge did a good job of turning this play in, but Gibson, he finds a little hole there, a little seam, drives himself forward, picks up some nice yardage, a gain of about 6.5.
3rd and a skosh over 3 yards. Ball at the 27-yard line. Gibson again. And he is stopped and brought down here. Nothing doing on that play. Good defensive work by Josh Baer, number 51.
5'8", 210-pound nose guard there. Watch the play he makes here. Fighting off his block and then making a nice short tackle. That's the way you tackle people. Both arms wrapped around the legs and drive them down to the ground.
So it'll be 3rd down. Call it 3 yards. Well, at about the 28, they've got to get to the 25 for a first down.
Watch this be a toss to the left.
Fake toss to the left. Roll out right. Nelson under pressure. Completed pass. First down. As they work the play to the right side and completed it to Ryan Kronmiller, the tight end.
Kronmiller is a guy that plays defensive end, defensive tackle. He's a tight end. He has 8 catches, 4 of them for touchdowns. He is a real leader on this football team. Looking at the likes of going to West Point, maybe.
8-yard gain on the play, enough for a first down. And this is turning into a nice drive for Central Bucks East. This will be the 10th play of the drive. They began after a punt at their own 41-yard line. Alex Gibson will take this into the red zone, crossing the 20 and getting to about the 15.
Gibson got some real nice blocking there from his front four.
Several Rams defenders.
Zach Nelson doing a very nice job of running this offense. You know, you need a guy that's a really smooth leader who doesn't need to be the hero when you're surrounded with people like Alex Gibson.
His coach says of Nelson makes really good decisions. Decision here is to hand it to the fullback, and Brian Passman has another good one. Brian Passman has carried 3 times and had 3 nice gains.
What he does, the helmet comes off there, but he's done a real nice job of hitting that hole really quickly while there's an opening. And he's a big fella, so he carries some people after he gets through the hole. Right there, that's Alex Gibson running the football. I think that was the play before.
Here it's a 7-yard gain. And it means 1st and goal to go.
Quite a drive here by the Patriots.
They've moved it from their own 41 inside the Penridge 9 now. 1st and goal. This is Gibson. Spun around and dragged down. Blue shirts all around. The black shirts with the green trim all around. And Ryan Sterling led the defensive charge.
Gibson that time had a hole, and if he bounces it outside, he's probably got a few more yards. He goes inside. And there he's met by Ryan Sterling, outside linebacker, who makes a real short tackle and doesn't let him slip away. Penridge on a 12-play drive here, eating up a lot of clock.
2nd and goal to go at the 6-yard line. They keep it on the ground here. Chris Cryer. And good defensive work. There's Ryan Sterling again.
Sterling really doing a nice job of getting off the block and making the short tackle. That's the first time we've had Chris Cryer carry the ball. Just a junior, 5'9", 185-pound fullback. A lot of weapons in this East offense. But boy, I like the way he tackles.
3rd and goal from the 6.
3rd and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Central Bucks East knocking at the door. It's Gibson lined up as the tailback behind the quarterback, Zach Nelson. 3rd and goal. Gibson hit and brought down. The defensive work by Amir Simmons.
Amir Simmons in the backfield stops Alex Gibson.
6-foot junior linebacker.
Amir Simmons just blitzing through his linebacker spot. Nobody picked him up. And I really like the way the Penridge defensive people tackle. Good hit, not hitting with the head first, hitting and sliding, hitting them with the shoulder, driving with their feet, and wrapping up. That's what you like to see.
All right, this is a pretty good kicker here. Oliver Boucher, a junior, has 4 field goals this year. 4 for 6 on field goals, including a 40-yarder. This will be a 25-yarder. It's up, and it is good. Oliver Boucher nails a field goal, and Central Bucks East is on the scoreboard. It is the Patriots 3 and the Rams of Penridge nothing. Good solid drive for East. We'll take a break and then come back with more high school football.
Where did that quarter go?
Alongside Kevin Riley, this is John Gurvich. We're in Percy in the northern suburbs tonight. Central Bucks East leads Penridge 3-0. 25-yard field goal by junior Oliver Boucher. 15-play, 50-yard drive, uses 8.5 minutes. All running plays except for the one pass to the tight end, and the Patriots are on the scoreboard.
And the Rams have only been on the field for one series, consisting of 6 plays, thanks to a 5-yard penalty that got them a first down. Quite a drive, 15 plays. 8:27 used up on the clock in the first quarter.
And how about Oliver Boucher with his 5th field goal of the season?
You know, it didn't look like it was real long, but he really split the uprights right down the middle.
Joe Unangst is going back deep to receive for Penridge, and we'll see what the Rams can do as they anticipate their second possession. This is a CB East team that has won 3 of its last 4 games. They were struggling, but they've won 3 of 4. And they come into this game at 4 up, 4 down, looking to go above 500 on the season. They've scored first, but a lot of football left. And here's Boucher's kickoff. Sends a squibber. And brought back and across the 40 at the 42-yard line will be Penn Ridge.
That's Dan Hockman picking up the squibbed kickoff.
Dan Hockman on the return, stopped by
And as a result, Penn Ridge will have good field position.
1st and 10 for the Rams.
Hockman, a former or a present wide receiver, knew what to do with the football. Sometimes those up guys really don't know what to do with the football, and he's got him in great field position to start this drive.
Let's see what Matt Pasquale and company can do. Pasquale, the senior quarterback, his team at its own 42-yard line. They generated 1 first down on their first possession. That was by a penalty. And now their second position. They play a variant of the wing T, and it's a handoff here to Mike Tatarowitz. Is that Tatarowitz or Logan Turk?
That's Logan Turk.
Yeah.
He's back after a really tough foot injury, and they're looking for him to see if they can get him going tonight. He's a big help in that offense if they can get him going, but they're going to limit him to a number of carries tonight because he's coming off that foot injury.
Number 45, Jack Lamb on the defensive play. Loss of yardage. It's second down and about 12. A pitch right. Good yardage here from Mike Klass. And close to a first down. I think he's got one.
Stopped by several Patriots tacklers, led by number 44.
Now you can see what we were talking about, the athleticism of Mike Klass.
That's the Rams'
Quick
first
pitch
down.
to the right-hand side. He does a great job right here of turning it upfield, picking his blockers, which side they make the block on, slipping a tackle there, slipping another one, and picking up the first down. Like the way he protected the football also.
With that play, he just went over 5,000 yards for his career. It has been a good one for
That
Mike
is
Klass.
a heck of a high school career, 5,000 yards.
All right, we've come to the end of the first quarter, so we'll take a break. The Patriots from Central Buck East lead the Rams of Penn Ridge 3-0. Second quarter coming up. Welcome back to coverage of high school football on the Comcast Network. We are set to go with the second quarter now. Central Bucks East leading Penn Ridge 3-0. Penn Ridge has the football. 1st and 10 at the CB East 46. Quarterback is Matt Pasquale. Man in motion is Mike Klass. Pasquale on the rollout left. Gonna run it. Across the line of scrimmage and a couple of yards to the 41. That'll be a gain of about 5.
We got a flag down. See what the penalty is.
Flag on the play.
Chris Cryer chasing Pasquale out of bounds.
See what the penalty's all about.
Guys?
I think that's a hand to the face.
Personal foul. You saw the personal foul call.
Personal foul, and he indicated a hand to the chin. You can't get those hands up underneath the face mask.
Jeff Hollenbach, the Penn Ridge coach. Head coach of the team from 97 through 2004. And then John Donnelly on the other side in his 4th year as head coach at CB East. It's a 15-yard mark-off against the East defense.
You don't see that called much in high school football, John. You do see it on Sundays.
15-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
And it's tacked on to the 5-yard gain, so this becomes a 20-yard advance. Right, the previous play was at the 46. Now they're at the 26. And all of a sudden, the Rams are on the move. That's Klass in motion. And the give going straight ahead to Ryan Sterling. And the tackle made by co-captain Jake Duncan. No gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Rams.
Logan Turk back into the ball game for the Rams. How big is Turk? 6'3", 230. He's a load if he gets going.
Second down and 10. Pasquale in trouble here, hit from behind, and that's a loss of yardage. Mark Remy coming around from defensive end to flatten the quarterback, Matt Pasquale.
Keep your eyes on number 54. He's their best defensive player. He's got 8 sacks already this year. Really, really athletic. You see him there jumping over a man who tried to cut him. Comes in. Boy, what a hit he puts on the quarterback.
Loss of 3. And so now
Pasquale had to feel that hit.
Yeah, absolutely. It becomes 3rd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Mike Class, and that is Mr. Remy once again.
Yeah, this is what you have in a senior who knows a little bit about football. He stayed home on this crossing pattern. This was a counter play in the backfield. He wasn't fooled, held his own, got off the block, and made the tackle. 6'4", 240 senior. He'll be playing somewhere next year.
4th down and 15. Ball at the 31, and at this portion of the field, it makes sense for Penridge to go for it on 4th down. 4th and long. Pasquale looking to pass. Throws a dink to Class. Class on the move, got a block, and he's got the first down if he leads forward enough. He'll be very close. Taking a swing pass and bringing it down the left side for close to first down yardage. Let's see where they spot it.
You watch here, we talked about it, a determined runner. Watch how many hands get on him. Hands there, breaks a tackle there, breaks another tackle. And he's determined, he's a hard worker, he's determined to get to that first down marker, and he makes it happen.
Got a nice spot, and just enough indeed for the first down. All right, so Penridge in business. They had marched backwards on a couple of consecutive plays. But a 15, 16-yard gain here gives them 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Class, off right tackle, in the open field, across the 5, pushing to the goal line. Nice, solid running back.
Does a lot of things well. He's really a good athlete. And here he's wearing number 25. Who does it remind you on this run as he moves sideways while moving forward with the Eagles, Shady McCoy. Look at this move right here. Inside. He also has the power to drive forward for that extra additional yard.
That's a 13-yard gain. And so it's 1st and goal to go. Penridge knocking at the door. 1st and goal to go at the 3. Pasquale a couple of yards behind center. Turk and Class behind him. It's Class. Pushing, couldn't do it. Ryan Kronmiller and Mark Remy on the defensive play. Kronmiller wrapping up Class and driving him back short of the goal line.
John, when we talked to Coach Hollenbach earlier in the week, he mentioned that Mike Class had carried the ball once this season 41 times. He may be on pace to do that tonight at the rate they've got him running the ball so far.
Yeah. Ball at the 1-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. It's Turk stumbling but sliding in. Now, do they say down before the goal line, or is he in the end zone?
Well, he had the touchdown. It looks like he stumbled and fell. They're going to put it at the 1-yard line.
They spotted, they say knee hit the turf before he crossed the goal line.
Let's take a look. You see him kind of stumble forward here. Oh, he tripped over his quarterback. Oh, yeah, that was a good call by the referees.
As a result, it's 3rd and goal to go. Still at the 1. This will be the 12th play of what's been a long Penridge drive. And the give going straight ahead, and it is short of the goal line again. And so it'll be 4th down as Matt Pasquale kept it, but came up short.
Chris Cryer there looked like he was in on the tackle there. He just stoned the running back at the line of scrimmage, actually the quarterback at the line of scrimmage.
Now, do you go field goal here?
I really think in a game like this, sooner or later, you've got to think about scoring touchdowns. Both teams are moving the football.
That's exactly what Penn Ridge is thinking about here. They've got a kicker who's 21 for 21 on extra points, but they're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 1. Hand it off to Turk, who's wide open and into the end zone standing up. Logan Turk. And the Rams have taken the lead.
It's almost a good thing nobody got in front of him. He wanted to make up for the stumble on the play before, and he went in untouched. Great blocking up front by his offensive line.
Now for the extra point. Peter Samayatis to try to make it 7-3. Logan Turk, again, we said, a guy who's barely played this year, had a broken foot and a basketball injury, played a little last week against North Penn, and in the lineup more extensively tonight, into the end zone for a touchdown. His team leading at 7-3. Timeout on the field, 6:33 left in the second quarter.
When the Flyers win, everyone wins with Papa John's Pizza. All season long, the day after the Flyers win and score 3 or more goals, you get 50% off your total online order at papajohns.com by entering promo code FLYERS3. That's right. Just enter promo code FLYERS3 the day after the Flyers win and score at least 3 goals for 50% off regular menu price on your total online order.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
The magical thing about using energy wisely is that anyone can do it. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off computers and game systems when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Grab a grown-up and go online to energy.gov/kids.
This is John Gurvich with Kevin Riley. Penn Ridge taking the lead 7-3, middle of the second quarter. Logan Turk pulling into the end zone.
Just great blocking up front, including a nice block by Mike Class. Watch Mike Class make a really good, solid block on one of the defensive backs for the Patriots.
And
Logan Turk, 6'3", 230. Guess what, John? He's only a sophomore.
13-play drive, 58 yards. And again, the 1-yard touchdown coming on a 4th down play. Now the Patriots will get it back. Faking the razzle-dazzle, keeping the football, and through the open field goes Brandon Ilkew. Ilkew still on his feet, still motoring, down the left sideline, and into the end zone. Brandon Ilkew. Kevin, they faked the razzle-dazzle. Everybody bought it, and he just lugged it down the left sideline.
He sure did. I mean, they faked the reverse, and I think he hit the ball pretty well on his hip. Pretty hard to hide it. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. And, man, when he got to the sideline, he was really picking him up and put him down. Here you see the fake reverse, and that was to Gibson. You got to be looking out for Gibson. Look at how he picks up his block and how he gets the top speed after making that move. Well, this kid's got some athletic ability.
How about 91 yards on the kickoff return? TD for senior Brandon Ilkew. Now for the extra point, Oliver Boucher nails it. And so just like that, the Patriots regain the lead. It is CB East 10 and Penn Ridge 7.
Well, talking about getting back into the game quickly, we had 2 long drives by both teams.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, when you think you're going to see more of the same, a kickoff return, 91 yards. Here it is again. He just outruns some people who were faked out, but a great move there. But then he picks up the top speed again. Really lengthened those long legs. He's taking advantage of that 6'4" frame, and he just outran everybody after the last move.
And our cameraman shooting there from the end zone was not faked out. by the fake Rivers.
Well, you know our cameramen are the best. You're not going to fake them out.
Stayed right with it. All right, so John Donnelly and company in the lead. Let's see if Joe Unangst has anything up his sleeve to try to answer back. Penn Ridge will be getting the football back. Oliver Boucher set to kick. His team very quickly jumping back into the lead, 10-7. And we've got some interesting stuff going on in this football game. Each team with a long drive and then the 91-yard kickoff return TD. Sent down towards the sideline and over the sideline out of bounds. And so no return, but the flag comes out and Penn Ridge will get good field position. Hey, be the first with breaking news at Philly Sports. Get Philly Sports when you are on the go. Delivered right to your smartphone. Download the free CSN Sports app now.
Once again, please check your program.
We have 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, you know, after the long drive by both teams, the defenses are really getting an opportunity to rest.
Here the Rams are back on the football field at their own 35-yard line. Matt Pasquale, the senior quarterback, coming in completing 63% of his passes this year. Just over 1,200 yards passing, about 150 yards per game. This is a loose ball here. Is a direct snap to Mike Klass. And then it looked like they were going to give it back to Pasquale.
Yeah, Pasquale lined up in a slot. And this was kind of a speed sweep to the quarterback. And they just messed up the handoff. And they're really lucky to have recovered it. Right here, you see the handoff in the front. And, boy, that's unusual to see the quarterback mess up a handoff. But it looked like Pasquale was the guy who fumbled that football.
2-yard loss. And it'll be second down and 12 at the 33. Mike Klass breaks a tackle, dragging defenders and getting a couple of yards.
I used the word determined before, and there you can see another determined run. There was nothing in this play here that should have gained anything but maybe a half a yard. And
7 for Penn Ridge.
Boy, he's not afraid to take a hit, too. He took a helmet-to-helmet right here at the end of the play, pulling people. Wow. I don't know who got the worst of that, Klass or the defender.
It was safety Ethan Silverman who had the jersey and held on. And Jeff Filer, the guy who took the hard hit on the helmet. Now the pass on the right side, completed.
I think they're going to say
incomplete.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. And just like that, it'll be fourth down for Penn Ridge. And the Rams will have to punt it away.
Wow, what a defensive play there. Nice play by Gibson.
Alex Gibson on the defensive side with a good play. All right, so Ilke, who just had the kick return touchdown, goes back deep. And Somaiatis will punt it away. Peter Somaiatis sends it downfield, and here's Ilke. And nothing doing this time as he is brought down.
Riley Hager.
The efforts.
With a name like that, you got to make good tackles. Riley Hager.
Got by number 17, Riley Hager.
And so the Patriots will now start first and 10 at their own 32-yard line, leading in the football game 10-7.
First and 10.
John Donnelly, a tight end at the University of New Hampshire in the early 90s, and became head coach at Southern Lehigh, an assistant at Lehigh and Moravian. Had a young offensive coach back in his New Hampshire days by the name of
Chip Kelly, I believe.
Chip Kelly, correct. Chip Kelly, of course, who played football at New Hampshire and then did a little graduate assistant coaching and worked his way up to offensive coordinator, and the rest is history. So for John Donnelly, Chip Kelly's an old friend.
5-4-3. Once again, 2-2-1, 5-4-3.
Donnelly talking to his team over there right now. They're in the lead as a result of a 91-yard kickoff return by Brandon Ilkew.
Got a bit of a break here, so let's take a look at some Central Bucks East Patriots who've gone on to the NFL. Scott Stankiewicz, Brian Scott, Bradley Vierling.
Not bad. Not bad. 3 guys in a pro.
All right, we have everything set now. And ready to go. 1st and 10. On the carry here, Alex Gibson.
Tackle that time by Josh Bear, defensive tackle. Gibson really likes to tease the outside corner and then push it back inside.
2nd down and 7 for the Patriots.
Picked up about 3 on that last play.
Senior quarterback Zach Nelson lining up behind center Jason Achenbach. 2nd and 7. And a nice opening here for Brian Passman, a 1st down and more. As he gets all the way out to the 45. Well, they've been running that quick opener, quick hit up the middle to Passman.
You know, Passman gets this done. Look how quick he gets to the hole. Standing up a little upright coming through that hole, but he's at the hole at the point of attack. And that way, if anybody's not keeping or sustaining a block, he's going to be through the hole before they can get off the block. That's a smart fullback that does that.
Got a 9-yard run. Play selection. 16 runs for Central Bucks East. 1 pass, Penridge.
There's your mirror image again, John.
16 and 4. 1st and 10 here. Little inside reverse here. And it's Passman again in the open. Passman across the 40 to the 30-yard line. Passman driving down the left sideline, brought down from behind by Amir Simmons, preventing a touchdown. But a long run, inside reverse to get the ball to Passman this time, and he broke through for a big gainer.
Boy, just an inside. They used to call that a scissors play, and they fooled everybody. And I'll tell you what, Passman's showing some real speed here. And look who makes the tackle. It's Mike Class, probably the only guy on the field that could have caught him at that point. Nice angle by Class. Nice gain by Passman.
How about a 37-yard run? Patriots in business. 1st down, deep in Penridge territory. Mr. Passman again gets across the 15 to the 13-yard line.
The 6', 200-pound fullback really having a game so far in his first half, limping a little bit there.
Well, you know, Alex Gibson gets a lot of the attention, but Passman, even coming into the game, had better than 400 yards on the ground, and he's having a dandy first half.
That's
tonight.
Mike Class making the tackle again. He's been all over the field tonight, offensively and defensively, bringing down a big fullback.
Late 2nd quarter. Patriots have 2nd and 5 deep in Penridge territory. At about the 13-yard line. Passman in motion. They put the ball in the hands of Gibson. He gets across the 10. He's close to another 1st down.
Gibson, another one, getting to the line of scrimmage where that blocking is opening a small hole, and then he does a little juke step and makes up some additional yardage. You're seeing some really good athletes at running back here on both teams.
It is a 1st down. And as we cross the 2-minute mark, Central Bucks East has 1st and goal to go. 1st and goal at the 9. Nelson hands it off to Gibson, wide open, up the middle, touchdown. Touchdown, Alex Gibson, and Central Bucks East widens its lead.
I'll tell you, that series there was almost too easy for the Patriots. There you got Gibson. Look at the blocking up front, and look at the way he follows it. He goes untouched up the middle for a touchdown.
Well, they had the long drive earlier. This was a 68-yard drive, and it happened a lot more quickly. Thanks in part, remember that 37-yard run by Brian Passman. And now Boucher back for the extra point, and he nails it.
The one thing I could see from up here that you can't see if you're a linebacker on the field is you had Gibson deep, probably about 7 yards. That's a pretty good indicator that he's going to run with the football. If they're up 5 yards, good chance they could be blocking or, just becoming a decoy. You can see it from here. You can't see it from when you're standing there, but you see how deep he was. Boy, he just picked his holes perfectly. Tell you what, the guy number 53, or it was 52, really made a nice block up front. Look at the hole that he ran through, untouched for the touchdown.
6-play drive, 67 yards, covering 3 minutes and 1 second. CB East has now run 20 plays, right? 19 on the ground, 1 in the air. And good running and a kick return touchdown have been the story for Alex Gibson and the Central Bucks East Patriots. And so now inside the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, a 10-point lead for the Patriots. We'll see if Penn Ridge can generate something here. Joe Unangst is back deep to receive Boucher's kickoff. In what is likely to be the final possession of the second quarter. Deep and straight down the middle of the field. Picked up by one of the up men.
Ryan Sterling, I believe, picked that up. Nice return by Sterling. He puts the Rams in very good field position here. At the 37-yard line, not a bad place to start. Although the clock will be working against them at 1:40 to go before halftime. And speaking of halftime, we'll have 2 interviews for you at halftime, and also we'll have some statistics for the first half. So stay tuned.
1st and 10 with 1:40 left in the half. Matt Pasquale, neither quarterback has thrown it much tonight, as we've said, but both quarterbacks do have ability. They're both in the mid-60s in terms of completion percentage and 1,200 yards in terms of yardage, but absolutely nothing there for Matt Pasquale. Yeah, we're going to be talking to Ryan Kronmiller, the CB East tight end and defensive lineman, and then Penn Ridge wide receiver and safety Micah Stutzman. Got a chance to sit down with them before the game, and then highlights and stats as we work our way towards the third quarter. Big loss of yardage here. Got an 8-yard loss to the 29 and make it 2nd down and 18. Last minute of play in the half. Pasquale still has the football. Throws it down the right side. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the tight end, Mike Tatarowicz. And it'll be 3rd down.
Really good coverage here. Tatarowicz makes a really good effort to catch the football. Pasquale's been on the run all night. Not a bad ball thrown on the run, but he can't hold on to it. Very nice coverage there. Gennaro Milano really making a nice play on the ball and actually knocking it out of the hands of the tight end.
Jeff Filer makes the play.
I'm sorry, Jeff Filer.
Jeff Filer, yeah. But yeah, a good defensive play indeed. All right, 3rd down and 18. And they slip it off to Class. And Class has a 1st down. Would you call that Statue of Liberty play?
Statue of Liberty draw play.
And it worked great. A little slow and unfolding, but then Mike Class burst ahead.
I mean, is it any wonder that this guy has the record for rushing yards? I mean, check it out here. He changes directions very quickly, gets the top speed after he does that. Big play here for Mike Class. Really has some shifty moves.
26-yard run. The 1st down and then some. But now just 43 seconds left in the half. Pasquale on the roll. Throwing it deep down the left side. Has a man, and it's complete. Micah Stutzman, 1st down yardage at the 21. Senior receiver Mike Stutzman, and it's 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Stutzman gets between the defensive back and the quarterback, and You see the ball, it's thrown with just a nice touch, and Stutzman runs underneath of it, catches it inbounds, which is important on this play, and gets the clock stopped. Runs out of bounds.
Ball at the 20-yard line. Another pass attempt here. Pasquale being chased. Fake it. Now throwing for the end zone. Incomplete. Oh, had a man out there for a moment, but couldn't quite get it to Mike Tatarowicz.
Tatarowicz was wide open, and I could see when I could see when Pasquale was coming around the corner, he saw him, but again, so hard to throw against your body on the run to be accurate. And I was surprised that the last play, that he made to Stutzman was so accurate. That time it was not. He overthrew his man by a good 5 yards.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Rams down by 10 points. Pascal guns it over the middle, completed pass, touchdown, Joe Unanks. A bullet pass, catching Unanks perfectly in stride, and Penridge is right back in it.
Boy, this shows you what Pasquale can do here when he kept his feet. Watch him drill this ball. He threw a frozen rope to Unanks and just enough to lead him, so he caught the ball and was able to run into the end zone for the touchdown. What a drive by the Penridge Rams.
Samayatis on to try the extra point. That is up and through. And boy, just when you were about ready to seal the deal for CB East in terms of a dominant first half, a very successful first half, the Rams with a lightning drive to get right back in it.
Joe Unanks, I'll tell you what, that was a courageous catch. He just reached for that ball on the run. If you've got a defensive back coming the other way, they can separate you. He was not afraid. But what a throw by Pasquale. Just a frozen rope right on target. That was his number one choice. And Unanks, he got open.
6-play, 63-yard drive.
Can't do it much better than that, John.
Boy, just a $1:15 on the clock. And with 23 seconds left, Penridge will kick off down by just 3 points. Of course, remember, earlier in the half, a kickoff was returned for a touchdown, 91 yards.
You do want to squib this.
Yeah. He does not. Sends it downfield. And nothing doing here. No long return this time. A.J. Ventresca fielding the ball and bringing it back up to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Ventresca actually stepped in front of Ilkew on that one. Not the guy I would have kicked in anybody even near him with only 20-some seconds left to go on the clock, but it's high school football.
As Jeff Hollenbach looks on and John Donnelly from the other side.
Hollenbach was rubbing his hair back like I told him not to do that.
All right, so Zach Nelson back on the field for the Patriots. Just 19 seconds left in the half. East leading, but now 17-14. And they'll keep it on the ground, stay conservative here. And that will be most likely the final play of the first half. And quite a first half it was. 2 long back-and-forth drives. Then the 91-yard kick return. Then a 68-yard drive by East to make it 17-7. And then Penridge answering back with the minute 13 drive that brought them back to within 3 points. And so we have come to the break in what has been a good football game so far. On a crisp autumn evening in the northern suburbs up in Percy, Pennsylvania, we are at the break with the score, the Patriots of CB East 17 and the Rams of Penn Ridge 14.
There they are heading into halftime and heading into a little warmer. It's a little chilly up here right now, John.
It is right around 40 degrees, although no real wind to speak of, and no precipitation, obviously, in the atmosphere.
Well, we've got a ball game, 17-14, and Stay tuned for a great second half.
And Penn Ridge coach Jeff Hollenbach is standing on board. And Jeff, huge drive right at the end to bring Penn Ridge back into the football game.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was a momentum swing, I hope. That kickoff return just killed us. But to be able to come back and put points on the board at the end of the half was great for us. So I'm proud of the kids to be able to do that.
Coach, you were telling me in the interview that we did earlier this week about Mike Class. I'm convinced that he's got the athletic ability, but you are right on with his determination.
Yeah, determination is the word that comes to mind, and you guys get to see it tonight. That's not only on the field stuff. That's in practice. That's who he is as a person. I'm hoping we get to see much more of that the second half.
Jeff, thanks for spending time with us, and good luck in the second half.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Jeff Hollenbach, the head coach of the Penn Ridge Rams. His team was down by 10, but it's just a 3-point difference at halftime. Central Bucks East 17, Penn Ridge 17, Penn Ridge 14. Stay with us as our coverage continues. A long drive by Penn Ridge in the last 2 minutes of the first half has them to within 3. At the break, 17-14 Central Bucks East. Let's go back again to before the game when Kevin talked to one of the key players on the Penn Ridge team.
I'm here with Penn Ridge wide receiver, also doubles as the safety, Micah Stutzman. And Micah is 6'1", 180 pounds, and does it on both sides of the ball. Micah, playing both ways, do you ever get tired in a game?
Yeah, sometimes a little tough going both ways, but I mean, I'd rather play both ways. You get in the flow of the game and able to be more part of the game. So I'd rather play both ways and be on the sidelines for half the game.
If you were in college, Micah, what they would do if you were playing wide receiver and safety, they would run the wide receiver on the other team at you to tire you out, because you really do a lot of running, don't you, at both positions?
Yeah, I mean, our wide receiver coach, Coach Jones, he really pushes me every play. So every play I'm blocking downfield 100%, and then on defense, I mean, it's all out to the ball. So every play it's 100%, and at the end of the game, I mean, as long as I gave everything I have, and I'm pretty tired of me, but as long as we got the win, it's okay.
One of the things that we know we're going to see tonight is some scoring. Both of the teams have really good offenses. And what do you expect to see tonight? Maybe a track meet offensively?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a track meet, but I mean, both schools have great offenses, and I think it's going to come down to the defense and which defense can get more stops. I mean, I feel like if we hold them under 30, 20 points, I think we'll be able to win the game.
Now, last week you made what I heard was a catch that would be on ESPN if you were playing in college. You reached over a guy for the end. Just tell us a little bit about that. In the North Penn game, a really, really crucial play you made.
Yeah, I just kind of ran an out route. We were about on the 10-yard line, and the corner actually had pretty good coverage. And Mike Klass, our running back, he was running a drag in the back of the end zone. And Matt just threw it up, and the corner had me covered pretty well, so I just spun around and saw the ball in the air and went up and got it.
Kind of a jump ball situation. Do you play a little basketball?
Yeah, I used to play basketball. I don't anymore, but yeah, my rebounding skills kind of took over there.
All right, one big question for you. You play safety. You play wide receiver. Would you rather have a game-saving interception or one of those big touchdowns in the red zone if you had your druthers?
I mean, both of those would be great, but I think I'd rather have the touchdown because, I mean, it's always better to come from behind and win a game than seal it out. I mean, no one likes those nail-biters at the end. But
do you want to play at the next level next year? Would you like to play football in college?
Absolutely. I mean, I'd love to go into engineering at the next level. So whatever schools that have a good engineering program and would like me to play football there, I'd be really interested in.
All right, so you play both ways. You play safety as a defensive guy, and you like offense. What would you think you'd like to play at the next level?
Whatever position schools would take me at. I mean, I'm willing to put on a few pounds and play outside linebacker if they need me to, or stay at wide receiver. I mean, it doesn't matter wherever they want to take me.
Micah Stutzman, ready to go to the rare breed linebacker if needs be.
All right, back to live coverage from Papa Yoder Field, and we're joined now by the head coach of the Central Bucks East Patriots, John Donnelly. And John, talk about the solid start your team got off to in the first half. A lot of good things up until those last 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think we've done a great job controlling the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. We got to shore up some things on the back end defensively there. Some alignment technique stuff. But great to make a play in the special teams area as well. So I feel great about the way that we're running the ball right now, and we gotta come out. This first drive is huge.
Coach, one guy that really didn't surprise me because his dad was a football player at Villanova, but Brian Passman has really, I think, surprised the crowd here tonight with his running ability, especially his speed when he broke away.
Brian's a tough runner. He does a great job blocking for us, and you can't just key on Gibson because Brian will hurt you.
Coach, thanks a lot. We'll see you in the second half.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
All right, we're going to take a break now, and when we come back, we'll have stats and highlights. We are working our way towards the third quarter. The Patriots lead the Rams 17-14. Welcome back. Live coverage of high school football on the Comcast Network. Central Bucks East leading Penridge by the score of 17-14. I'm John Gurvich alongside Kevin Riley. We're expecting a lot of offense in the first half, and we got a lot of offense in the first half.
We sure did. Long drives, 2 long drives, then a quick kickoff return, and then a short drive to end the first half.
Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half, and it really began with a very long drive by Central Bucks East.
And Central Bucks East with the foot of Oliver Boucher. He hits it right through the uprights. Bucks lead it.
And then Penridge with a long drive, ending in a 4th and 1 touchdown run by Logan Turk.
7-3, and then here it is. Kickoff return, 91 yards by Mr. Ilqueu. Look at him, pick him up, put him down. 6'4", 200 pounds, and he's just striding out at the end. Ilqueu on the touchdown.
That put the Patriots ahead 10-7. When they got the ball back, they drove again, 68-yard drive, and it winds up in the hands of Alex Gibson. And
nobody even touched him.
Nobody touched him and extended the lead to 17-7.
And then we see, watch this pass by Pasquale. Ewings, he hits him on target, frozen rope, and at halftime, well, not so much a mirror image, but not too bad in total yards. Very close to each other, 17-14 right now.
Yep, the field goal, the only thing separating the two teams on the scoreboard. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will be ready for the third quarter. CB East leads Penridge 17-14. Well, a dandy of a high school football game unfolding in Percy, Pennsylvania tonight on the Comcast Network. And as we get ready to start the third quarter, Central Bucks East clinging to a 17-14 lead. Hey, 1 hour before the Eagles battle the Giants this weekend, get a complete game preview with player updates and an in-depth breakdown from former Eagle Brian Westbrook. Watch Eagles pregame live Sunday at noon from Xfinity Live only on Comcast Sportsnet.
And it was announced today that Michael Vick is a probable for the game on Sunday.
All right, let's take a look at some of the work done by these players in the first half. On the ground in particular, beginning with Alex Gibson of CB East.
Well, he had some nice runs here. This first one right here picks up about 7 yards. He likes to pitch, and he likes to cut it back inside. Here you see him picking his way through his blockers. One more time here, untouched for the touchdown.
On the other side, Mike Klass has had a solid game, opposite what Alex Gibson has been able to do. Alex Gibson just a sophomore. Mike Klass, a senior, with some tough runs for Penridge.
He finally gets it going here on this run here, and you can see the determination in his runs. Making people miss, slipping tackles. One more time right there. He's not afraid to lower his head either. Right here you see him breaking other tackles. Continues to move forward. And at the end of this play right here, wait till you see the head-to-head hit. And I think the defender took the worst of that.
All right, so here we go. The teams are on the field. Peter Somiatis will kick it off for Penridge. And the second half is underway. Short kickoff coming to one of the up men. I think it was Logan Turk, number 9. Or Mike Tatarowicz, number 8. And in any case, CBE, or no, I flipped the teams around. But in any case, it'll be Zach Nelson and company coming out to start the second half for CB East as they lead in the football game 17-14. He threw all of one pass in the first half.
Firehouse tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock to retrieve your lost phone.
So the Patriots set up 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Nelson, a senior, 6 feet tall, 155 pounds. Handed off, and a good gain on first down. Through an opening comes Alex Gibson to start the third quarter.
Quick hitter right up the middle. Gibson picking his way again through a little bit of a crowd. Picks up about 8 yards on the carry. Both teams getting some good initial blocks up front. That time Gibson hit the hole pretty quickly and was able to squeeze through for another additional 5 or 6 yards after the initial hole opened up.
2nd down and 2 at the 47-yard line, just underway in the third quarter. Gibson gets the first down. Crossing midfield and spilling ahead to the 49.
First down, CB.
Gibson, 5'10", 175, a sophomore. Coach John Donnelly instructing his players.
Program raffle ticket, $10 gift card to A&M Diner.
They spotted it at midfield, and so make it 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Gibson wrapped up and brought down here. Shane Kranick, number 76.
Micah Stutzman did a nice job of turning that play inside. You'll see here, Stutzman comes up, takes the block from Passman, but he turned it inside where he had help.
With all the running there, only one pass. Much on defense. Penn Ridge sneaking 8-9 guys up in the box.
Why would you? I mean, one pass, and this is a quarterback that's thrown for 1,200 yards so far this season. Very unusual, passing game so far for CB East. There we got a pass.
And an option opportunity here. Connor O'Keefe throwing it downfield. Caught Brandon Ilkew hauling it in off the hands of Connor O'Keefe.
Well, when you're 6'4", this is the kind of athleticism you can go, and this was a jump ball, and Ilkew just happened to come down with it.
O'Keefe, who is the backup quarterback in the game out of the slot and making the throw.
Took a little bit of time to develop, but watch Ilkew just go up and just take the ball out of the air. There's a guy that believed that ball was his.
Long gain gives East a 1st and goal to go. Ball right at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground. And about 3 yards here.
Amir Simmons crashing down from his outside linebacker spot, making a nice play on Passman. Passman's been a little bit of a surprise tonight.
Yeah. Good, strong first half. 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. The pass play covering 37 yards.
See, you jinxed him. You said he wasn't throwing much, and he comes up with a 37-yard pass.
Well, as the other guys, O'Keefe does. Quarterback still has just the one throw.
True.
Gibson gets to the 5 and is pushed back.
Alex Gibson on the carry, brought down by several Rams defenders.
3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground here on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, but if I was going to, I think Gibson much better running to the outside. Let's see if we get a pitch play here. We've got a Penn Ridge player down on the field.
Duke Montgomery, 6'3", 240-pound senior. And they're working on his left knee.
Well, you never like to see that.
8:47 left in the third. East leading Penn Ridge, 17-14. Central Bucks East knocking at the door. Penn Ridge tackled Duke Montgomery, shaken up and awaiting some assistance here.
Let's take a look and see if we can see what happened here. Oh, we don't have the play itself. I tell you, John, it's so tough being down in the trenches when you do see replays and you watch film. Many of the offensive and defensive linemen's knee injuries are caused by people rolling up on them. You know, they're engaged with their hand-to-hand battle, and they've got a foot planted in the ground, and somebody just rolls into them, and sometimes it's their own men.
Stay on this side. It'll be good.
So they're taking some time here with Montgomery.
Jeff Hollenbach, his coach, looking on. Former Penn Ridge quarterback himself, class of 1971, played at the University of Illinois, a 2-year starter in the Big Ten, and then signed by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Went to training camp with the Steelers.
He got stuck behind a few people, didn't he?
Went to training camp with the Steelers in 1975 as the number 4 quarterback. The top 3 were Terry Bradshaw, who went on to Super Bowl fame, of course, Terry Hanratty, big star out of Notre Dame, and Joe Gilliam, who would go on to a successful NFL career. And so he did not last particularly long with the Steelers, but made a run at it.
Well, I'll tell you something. There is nothing like being at the right place at the right time in the NFL. He was not at the right place at the right time.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and goal to go at the 5-yard line. Patriots knocking at the door. High snap, hauled in by O'Keefe. Lobs it into the end zone. Nobody there, incomplete, and it's 4th down. And the man closest to it was the regular quarterback, Zach Nelson, as the ball came to the backup quarterback in the lineup there, Connor O'Keefe.
O'Keefe makes a very good athletic play here, tipping the ball to himself. That ball goes over his head, and it may have even put him out of field goal range. And now we're going to have another attempt at a field goal here by CB East. Mr. Boucher again.
Yeah, and again, the field goal he kicked in the first half was his 5th of the season. That's pretty good for, in high school football. You don't always see anyone who can kick field goals. They'll spot this one at about the 12, 13-yard line, make it a 22-yard field goal. He's got to hook it left. Kick is on the way, and he got it. Oliver Boucher nails another one, a 22-yarder this time, and it extends the CB East lead to 6 points.
Just inside the right upright. Not by a whole lot, but he was kicking on an angle. So he's 2 for 2 tonight, John.
And the big play on that drive, the 37-yard pass, not from the quarterback, but from the backup quarterback in as a wing receiver, Connor O'Keefe, to Brian Ilkew.
Do you still call it a halfback pass if a quarterback throws it?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. Well, this is a Central Bucks East team that was 1-3 after 4 weeks, coming off a 27-0 loss to North Penn, but they've turned it around. Look at all the offense, even in the 1 losses. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They're leading here, and they're trying to end this season strong.
Well, we talked about Alex Gibson in those last 4 games, the 3 wins and a loss. He's had over 900 yards, so he certainly got it started during the last 4 games, and looks to have it going again tonight.
And in part as a result, his team leading 20-14.
Boucher getting ready to kick it off here.
7-play drive, 66 yards. 3 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock, and it ends with a 22-yard field goal by this man, junior Oliver Boucher. 6 field goals on the season, including 2 tonight for Boucher. Joe Unangst is back deep to receive it for Penn Ridge. This kick angling to the right and fielded by one of the up men and brought back a few yards. Austin Knapp bringing it back. Hey, Saturday, NCAA hockey is live on the Comcast network. Watch Penn State clash with Vermont Saturday night at 5, tomorrow night on the Comcast network. High school football tonight, Friday Night Lights, 8:29 left in the 3rd quarter of a good football game. CB East leading Penn Ridge 20-14. Matt Pasquale, the quarterback for Penn Ridge, puts it on the hands of Mike Klass, the senior running back. He runs into a crowd and is brought down immediately. 5'11", 185-pound senior. There's Pasquale quickly over to the sideline for a word with Jeff Hollenbach. Hollenbach's son was a very successful
Yes, he was.
Sam Hollenbach, honorable mention All-ACC at the University of Maryland. And he, too, had a cup of coffee in the NFL with the Washington Redskins. Second and 8. Short pass complete. This is Mike Klass. First down and more. Determined. Breaking tackle. Down the right sideline. Oh! And a flag down.
Going to be unsportsmanlike contact.
We've used that word a few times with him. Determined.
You know, from the very get-go, he was being shielded here. Let's wait for this referee's thing and see what they're going to call it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hit out of bounds. Unsportsmanlike, yep. He has problems getting out here, look. But he doesn't give up on the play, turns his body around, just refuses to go down. I mean, they've had a hold of his jersey a few times tonight trying to pull him backwards. And maybe that's why you do that, you know, that little bit of strength training with the tire, with the rubber tire where you're pulling.
That's a first down, Rams.
There you see his production for tonight, 9 rushes, 67 yards, and they've been tough yards.
Getting this gain through the air. And the ball all the way down at the 15-yard line. First and 10 at the 15. Klass again. Muscling forward to about the 12.
Mike Klass with the carry.
Mike Klass being considered by Delaware, by Villanova for college football.
According to his coach, he's going to wait till after the season to make a decision.
How about a little trivia question? Before Mike Klass, who is the all-time leading rusher at Penn Ridge? Future NFL player?
I don't think so, but I think Mike Klass doubled him in the number of yards.
Here's Klass. Through an opening. Touchdown. Mike Klass. And we are tied with Penn Ridge having an opportunity coming up to take the lead.
This young man just refuses to be denied. Good initial blocking up front, but the second half of the run was all Mike Klass. You see it right here. He's going off tackle, gets some nice block there. He uses that straight arm, anything he can to get going.
And the extra point is good. So for the first time since the early stages of the second quarter, Penn Ridge is on top. It is the Rams 21 and the Patriots 20. This is a game in which Penn Ridge was down by 10 points, and they have come back now to take the lead with just inside 7 minutes left in the third.
Here's the pass that set it up. Athletic play by both the quarterback and Mike Klass, and he just won't go down. And there they hit him out of bounds, and they get a yard on. Here he is right here. Great block by Logan Turk, and then the rest is Mike Klass. Wait till you see Turk make a block, a turnout block that really opened the hole up for Mike Klass, and he just outruns people to the end zone.
You know what? The extra point was no good. I said good. The extra point was missed.
And that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
that makes a tie game at 20-20.
I apologize. He did not get the extra point, and so we remain tied here. Let's take a look at that again.
Oh, it hit the upright.
Yeah, there you go. It hit the goalpost. And so that's no good, and so it remains 20-20.
Ilq with a miscue here on the kickoff return. He dropped the ball, fortunate for him, it bounced right back up to him and he was able to recover.
So we do not have a Penridge lead. We have a tie football game at 20-20 with 6:54 left in the third quarter.
Well, here you go with that mirror image stuff again. We have a tie game in the middle of the third quarter.
CB East will start at its own 32-yard line. And no gain here, maybe a yard for Alex Gibson.
Alex Webster on the carry, stopped by Amir Simmons.
Zach Hockman making the tackle.
And most of the Rams defensive front.
Hey, the defense is fired up now after that last touchdown. Gibson stopped for no gain, or maybe a yard. They give him a yard and a half on the play before, I guess, his forward progress.
As a result, it is 2nd down and 8 for Zach Nelson and company. Moving towards the 6-minute mark in the third. Tie score, CB East 20, Penridge 20. Passman, the fullback. It's a play that worked very well in the first half. This time, Penridge has it figured out.
But if you can see, the Rams are starting to put, at that time they had 9 guys in the box.
Passman on the carry, stopped by Shane Creed.
CB East not throwing the ball much tonight. Only twice. Penridge is stepping up, putting guys in the box and say, okay, if you're not going to throw it, we're going to challenge you.
Ball spotted at the 37, a 3-yard gain. And it's 3rd and 5.
We might see a pass here.
Nelson looking, in trouble, and down he goes. Ryan Sterling, senior linebacker.
Ryan Sterling with the sack for the Rams.
And it'll be 4th down for Central Bucks East.
First sack of the game. Sterling comes untouched off the left side, and he's full steam ahead, knocking the quarterback down. Zach Nelson could not even get out of the way of that oncoming rush. Sterling was just untouched.
Big loss on the play, and so Connor O'Keefe comes in to kick the football away.
Big momentum shift.
Devon Balmer and Joe Unangst are deep. Unangst fair catches it at the 45-yard line. The Rams will have 1st and 10. We've got a break. 4:31 left in the third quarter. Tie score. All right, welcome back. 4:31 left in the third quarter. CB East and Penridge battling each other. It's dead even right here towards the late stages of the third quarter. Before Mike Class, who is Penridge's all-time leading rusher? The answer, Ryan Kreiser, class of 04, with just over 2,000 yards.
Is that what you call shattering the record when you have over 5,000 yards?
Yeah. Shattering indeed. All right, 1st down. Ball at the 45. Penridge back with the football. And they give it on the delay to Mike Class.
Actually, it was an inside reverse.
Yeah, fake to Unangst, and then Class coming back from the wing. 1st down.
See, just the inside reverse. Class picking up the blocking. You know, he's got great vision. He's seeing a tackler or two downfield. You're born with that. I'm convinced.
15-yard gain, 1st down in CB East territory at the 45. Class again, 1st down again. And he has been unstoppable in the second half.
Now, I want to tell you something, though. He got one heck of a block by Logan Turk. Watch Logan Turk stone a guy right there at the line of scrimmage. And Class himself gets hit pretty hard right there. Just keeps the feet moving. I love the way he protects the football, too, while he's gaining yardage. What an athlete.
115 yards on the ground and 47 as a receiver. 18-yard run here. And it's 1st and 10 at the 22. pass across the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 here.
You know, one of the things that the coach said about him, he gets stronger as the game goes on, and they think it's from the, incredible conditioning that he puts upon himself, and we're starting to see that in the second half here.
I mean, he's been huge in this quarter. Just 2 yards here.
And if there was any doubt that Logan Turk is back, there's no doubt anymore. He's doing a heck of a job blocking.
There's no doubt on the part of the guy who just blocked. They just keep giving it to Class. And a nice hole here gets him across the 15, right to about the 15. Had to get to the 12 for the first down. There's Logan
Kratz,
Turk.
Hockman, Beer, Kriniak, and Anton. You got to give them credit. That front offensive line has opened up some nice holes for Logan Turk and Mike Class.
We're going to have a timeout on the field now. Timeout taken by CB East. Boy, more similar stats. Third down conversions. Each team tonight 1 for 5 on third down conversions. More sports coverage coming up on the Comcast Network. High school football next Friday night. Back in New Jersey for Lenape at Eastern. And then on Thanksgiving morning, one of the oldest Thanksgiving rivalries there is anywhere, as Northeast and Central go head-to-head at 10 a.m.
Nice start, 10 a.m.
Got to have time for your turkey.
Yeah, absolutely.
We talked about CB East players who made the pros earlier. How about Penn Ridge players who made the pros? Think about that. Right here on 3rd and 3, first down. Mike Class bumped out of bounds, and it'll be 1st and goal to go.
You're looking at a guy that looks like he's got more energy right now than he did in the first quarter.
He really has gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Follows his blocking so well. He's really got great vision running the football. That play was designed to go off tackle. He bounced it outside and picked up nice yardage.
1st and goal to go.
Now that was a busted play.
Yeah, Pasquale winds up with the ball in his hands.
Somebody turned the wrong way. Only they know.
Yes.
2nd and goal for Penn Ridge.
High snap. That's what it really was a high snap. I thought somebody turned the wrong way, but that was a high snap and just threw the whole timing off on the play.
Back was already by him by the time he brought it down. So the ball to 3, 2nd down and goal. Class bangs off a tackler, spinning into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn Ridge.
Touchdown, Mike Class.
John, it's like when he gets going, there's no stopping him. And in this third quarter, he has really picked up his effort. Look at him follow the block and hardly even hit, just a shoulder-to-shoulder about the goal line. That was all.
And so now, Penn Ridge does get back into the lead. They didn't the last time when the missed extra point tied the score. Now they're going to try for 2 here, and they're going to get it. 2-point conversion as Devon Balmer, the backup quarterback and holder, brought the ball into the end zone.
He ran that just like a read option, and he had the opportunity to pitch it. But he played the defensive man and knew that he could make it in by himself, and he did it. A nice read by the young man. Yeah, they'll be running some read option quarterback with him in the future.
Just a sophomore and the heir apparent at QB. Devon Balmer making a good play here. And let's go back to the touchdown by Mike Class.
Beautiful hole opens up for him. He's not even touched till he hit the goal line. Just shoulder to shoulder, but just a big cold. Watch this read option here. See, he's got the opportunity to pitch. He looked once, made just a head fake, and that was all needed to get into the end zone.
So Jeff Hollenbach and company with an 8-point lead. This has been a back-and-forth game. Penridge had a 7-3 lead in the second quarter, but by the late stages of the period, they were down 17-7. They were down 10 points. They cut it to 17-14 at half, and now they've taken the lead. How about Mike Klass with more than 5,000 yards on the ground in his high school career? And CB East will get the ball back. They are reeling now. They looked so good in the second quarter. They had seized control of this game. They had a 10-point lead, but now they find themselves down by 8. So it's been a big swing, but still plenty of time for CB East to turn things back around.
You know, CB East just was really controlling the game, the tempo of the game. They had the momentum going, and I thought they could open it up here if they get another score, 17-7. But, you know, that last drive with under 2 minutes to go by Penridge was just the incredible momentum mover to the other side. And it's been all Penridge in the third quarter here.
Let's see if Zach Nelson can get things going again for the Patriots. He has thrown only one pass tonight. Handoff here gets little.
Shane Kraniak, 6'5", 260. The big guy sheds his block and makes a great tackle right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now we are late in the third quarter. See, but, you know, we've mentioned a couple of times that it's been all running pretty much for CB East, but, you know, Nelson is a guy who came into the game with 1,200 yards passing, 150 yards passing a game.
And he's got Ilkew, who's got the reach over everybody. You would think it'd be a fire high to that guy.
2nd and 9. And the quarterback still handed it off to Jake Warren.
That was a reverse, another inside reverse. Took a little long, I thought a little long to develop there. You'll see the handoff by Gibson to Warren. And I think there was a face mask there that they missed. Oh well.
Last minute of play in the third quarter. It is 3rd down and 6. Nelson in trouble. Gets away from one man. Crosses the line of scrimmage and very little more. And that'll be well short of the first down. And we count down the last 10 seconds of the third quarter. And what should be an interesting fourth quarter coming up. Penridge seizing control in the third, but CBE still down by just 8. It's the Rams 28, the Patriots 20. Don't go away. Good fourth quarter coming up. Final period next as our high school football coverage continues on the Comcast Network. This is John Gurevich with Kevin Riley in Percy, PA, as Penridge leads Central Bucks East 28-20, and we are just about set to go with the fourth quarter.
John, I'm a little surprised that they haven't gone to Brian Passman in this third quarter. He had 8 carries for 78 yards. It was one of the main reasons that CB East was moving the football in that first half.
4th and long, punt situation. Connor O'Keefe back to punt. Joe Unangst is back to receive it. And Unangst with the fair catch. And Penridge will get the ball back at its own 25-yard line. And there is number 25, Mike Klass, the outstanding running back who has been outstanding here in the second half tonight.
Well, if I'm playing linebacker right now for CB East, I got one thought in mind.
Yes.
I'm going to be looking for number 25. And if I get beat by somebody else, so be it. But I got to believe he's going to be a steady diet here in the fourth quarter.
Opening minute of play in the final stanza. An 8-point Penridge lead. Again, a game in which they trailed by 10 points back in the second quarter. Nothing here at all as the defense did read the handoff to Mike Klass. And Jacob Yerkes, a senior, led the defensive charge.
And I had a direct line down to him, I want you to know. I told him, I said, I think I'd hone in on number 25. And what Yerkes does there is he beats his blocker across the line of scrimmage that gets into the backfield. Now, if you do that and they run a counter on you, you're going to be caught off guard. But at some point, you got to take some risk here in order to stop number 25.
3-yard loss, 4-yard loss. It's 2nd and 14. And it's number 25 again. And it's Yurkus again. He got him from one side, and the rest of the defense was there from the other side, particularly Mark Remy, 54, with Yurkus, 51. Yeah,
Yurkus
and another loss.
Yurkus wasn't blocked on this play, but you got to give him credit for following the play from behind, and he did a nice job there. Well, that's the first time that we've seen Mr. Class stop for a loss, and he was stopped twice. Back-to-back losses.
3rd and 16. See what Matt Pasquale's got. Penridge quarterback. Set behind center. Hands it off, slipping the ball off to Class. And he's got some room, but not quite enough for the first down. Bursting into the secondary, where he was brought down by Brandon Ilkew. Not much short of the first down.
Tell you what, I love the play. And I think I think he took a pretty good hit that time. That was a shovel pass. You'll see it right here. Just a quick shovel pass, actually a handoff. I thought it was a shovel pass from up here, but it was a handoff. We saw that earlier, a little like the Statue of Liberty. This time, CB East was able to stop it 4 yards short of the first down.
So Brandon Ilkew back deep to receive the punt from Peter Semiotis. And it rolls, a good roll for Penridge all the way down to about the 26, 27-yard line. So 9:44 left in the game, and CB East will get the ball back as the CB East defense finally finds some answers to Mike Class.
Opportunity for the Patriots to get the momentum change again. Plenty of time left in this fourth quarter.
See if they continue with the ground game. They've gotten good yardage from both Alex Gibson and Brian Passman.
Yeah, let's see if we see a little Brian Passman in this series.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. CB East has won 3 of its last 4, pulling their season record up to 4-4. To keep that momentum going, they give the ball to Alex Gibson. A couple of yards.
Alex Webster on carry. Alex Gibson on carry, set by number 54. Zach Hockman and several Rams defenders.
Zach Hockman doing a real good job of stringing that play out, keeping his eye on the ball carrier. Gibson likes to cut it back. And you can tell that he's probably had some success doing that, but he hasn't had great success tonight in doing it.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Nelson looking to throw. Short pass just beyond the reach of Brian Passman.
That's a ball Passman should have had, and he knows it. He reached out there with the one hand. All he had to do was tip it back to himself. It was a soft enough throw. Nelson does a nice job here waiting for his man to get open. Not a real easy ball to catch, but it could have been had.
Yeah, it looked a little bit tougher to catch on the replay.
Yeah, it did.
Than it did
a little higher than I thought.
Yeah. All right, so now 3rd down and 8. O'Keefe will split out to the right. Ilkew to the left as the Penridge defense sets up. Here's Zach Nelson, short pass in the flat. Gibson breaks one tackle, but not the next, as he is ridden out of bounds. Well short of the first down. Mike Class playing defense, riding him out.
You know, Mike Class is having a very good game on defense also, overshadowed by the great play of his offensive ability, but he's made some really nice tackle. He closes so quickly, and you saw right there how quickly he closed on the ball carrier.
And so suddenly CB East with 2 consecutive possessions on which they've gone 3 and out. Connor O'Keefe will drop back in punt formation. That's Devon Balmer who's back to receive it along with Joe Unangst. O'Keefe steps into the ball. High, short kick. Covered by East.
That ball came very close to being blocked, that punt.
From the CB East 45.
And Mike Klass and company are back on the field. Look at what Mike Klass has done in the second half alone.
His coach has talked about him getting tougher as the game goes on, and you can see right there, he breaks to the outside, touchdown. Here's the inside reverse. He's just picking his way through people. Again, always moving forward.
Good field position. Penridge will start in CB East territory at the 45. Klass looking to cut back. Breaks that tackle. Shredding a man, getting across the 40, and then finally ridden out of bounds. You kind of knew when you saw a one-on-one tackle the guy was not going to stop.
You just knew it, and that's what you have to do is get Mike Klass in the open field. And they did that first right out of the box with this pitch. They get him in open space, missed tackle. There's a stiff arm to keep a tackle off him, picks up an additional 4 yards. Determined runner.
10-yard gain and all. It's a first down. Just did get enough for the first down. Ball at the 35-yard line. Keep it moving straight ahead.
Ryan Sterling this time on a surprise carry.
A guy whose name we've mentioned a lot in defense, but has played some at running back tonight.
Nice pickup of about 7 yards. Straight hand up the A-gap on the middle.
Now remember, we highlighted Mike Klass, the Penridge running back, and Alex Gibson, the CB East running back, before the game. I thought in the first half, Gibson overshadowed Klass. Second half, it's been the opposite. 2nd and 3 here. They fake Klass. Pasquale looking to throw, rolling. Throwing deep downfield, jump ball, and it is incomplete. Dangerous pass.
Dangerous play. I really question second and a couple yards. With the way your running game is going right now, why don't you just keep pounding it? Okay, so you do a play action, you might find something wide open, but there was nothing wide open about this play. He threw into coverage.
And nearly got a touchdown out of it. And at the end, Stutzman had a chance to catch that thing.
Very similar to what you see at the end of a game called a Hail Mary.
All right, 3rd and 3. Inside the 8-minute mark in the 4th. Movement on the line, and CB East did come across, so the flag comes out. And that'll be probably encroachment, unless the line moved. It did not. So it's 5 yards against CB East and a Penridge first down.
Patriot defense really looking to get the jump on a 3rd and 3, trying to hold the Rams and make them go for it on 4th and something, and they're offsides, and it's a first down.
Yeah, huge play, right? Because this is
really
such an important possession. Such an important possession. Penridge up by 8. Another score makes the gap awfully tough to come back from. Klass. Blockers out for a student body left. And Klass gets a couple of yards. Mark Remy covering him and making sure.
It's the first time we've mentioned Mark in the second half. He had a pretty good first half. Love the way he moves down the line. Look at him fighting off the blocker and then getting off the block and making the tackle.
Mark Remy, 6'4", 240, senior. All right, 2nd and 8. And a whistle before the snap.
All kind of offsides there.
This one is a procedure call against Penridge. That's the first penalty tonight against Penridge. They lose 5, so it's 1st and 50. You see East with 5 penalties and Penridge just with the 1. Second and 13. Class winds up with the football. And 4 guys surrounding him to bring him down after a short gain. Alex Jordan, number 58, and Jacob Yurkus, number 51, making the tackle. Third down and 11. Another big third down play on this critical drive. Ball at the 23. Pasquale on the roll. Fires down the right side. Complete. First down. Micah Stutzman. Huge completion.
I'll tell you, a really nice pass. Great catch. Stutzman was pretty well covered. There were 2 defenders around him. Pasquale really threaded the needle, throws the ball well on the run. Stutzman looks the ball all the way into his hands. That's great focus by the wide receiver. Big play.
First down on a 3rd and 11 play. They convert. And now the ball at the 10. First down and 10 to go. Class, opening, crosses the 5, past the pylon. Touchdown, Penridge. Through an opening across the 5, angling to the pylon and into the end zone.
Did you have a feeling he wouldn't be denied?
Yes. He has had a great second half tonight.
Just off tackle, tremendous blocking at the point of attack. And he just races to the end zone, to the pylon for the touchdown.
And so now 3 unanswered touchdowns by this Penridge Rams team. The snap gets botched on the extra point try, and nothing comes of it. As Peter Somiatis winds up covering the football. But in any case, Penridge has built up now a 34-20 lead, and we're down to 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the football game. We'll take a break and then come back with more high school football on the Comcast Network. And now we are down to 6:08 left in the 4th quarter. And for the first time tonight, Penridge has a double-digit lead as they extended to 14, 34-20. This was a game in which CB East had a double-digit lead right back in the 2nd quarter. They were ahead 17-7. And indeed, early in the 3rd quarter, CB East led 20-14. But since then, 3 straight touchdowns by Penridge.
Actually, Penridge has outscored CB East now 28-3 since that score.
Yeah. Totally turning it around and doing it behind the running of number 25, Mike Class. He had a good first half tonight, but has exploded in the second half. I mean, 105 on the ground, plus that 1 big pass reception. So 170 rushing yards and more through the air.
Well, he's got 47 through the air, so all-purpose tonight, he's at 217 with 6 minutes to go.
And again, most of that coming since intermission. All right, CBE still has time to get back into this, but if they want to do so, they've got to get going now. And they have not thrown the ball tonight. Just the 1 pass by the quarterback. Zach Nelson, 6-foot senior. See if he can get something cranked up here. Ball at the 30. He's looking deep here. He's firing at a looper down the left sideline. Almost intercepted, intended for Brandon Ilke.
We got a flag on a play.
Oh, yeah. Broken up by Micah Stutzman.
I think they're going to get pass interference on Penridge here.
Yep.
Pass interference on Penridge.
They're talking it over, but This ball had a lot of air underneath of it. It was pretty close, but I guess you could say that, well, see, number 2's got his hand on his arms. Yeah, there was contact.
As a result, it's a first down on the penalty. Nelson flinging here, caught. That's a completed pass to Ilkew, who kept his feet in bounds and got the first down reception.
I don't understand why we haven't seen more of this earlier.
Yeah.
The size of Ilkew, all you have to do is fire that ball up high and away, and I don't think anybody's got a chance to get it except Ilkew.
Ilkew at 6'4". Zach Nelson now 3 for 4 passing for 14 yards. Good throw there. And it's 1st and 10 at the 45. Nelson again, cranking it down the right side. He's got a good arm, but threw it to the wrong shoulder this time, intended for Connor O'Keefe.
Just a little overthrown to O'Keefe that time. Had O'Keefe got turned around a little bit earlier, he might have had a chance of running underneath of that, but it was thrown to the wrong shoulder. You can see Zach Nelson's got a good arm.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. They're at their own 45-yard line. Trying to get Alex Gibson set the way Zach Nelson wants them to be. Pass goes to O'Keefe.
I'll tell you what, I hope we can show you this again, but Mike Class reads this from the very beginning and beats the blocker who's supposed to blocking, then comes in and makes a great tackle.
Kind of telegraphed it a little bit. Loss of 1 on the play, and it's 4th and 11. Watch it here.
We don't see Class, but he's already on the move towards the ball. Had he got another step, he might have intercepted it.
Okay, so mark him down for a huge game on both sides. All right, 4th and 11. 4th and 11 as we come up in the 5-minute mark. Let's see what CB's can come up with here. Nelson rolling left. Fires complete. Did he get the first down?
I think he did. They're going to give him the forward progress.
Ilkew on the reception. Yep, he did get it. Oh,
boy,
just
under a lot of pressure, Zach Nelson threw a real nice pass here. Coming off the corner was Logan Turk, and that'd scare anybody. Nice pass pattern by Ilkew.
Now Nelson looking deep. He's got a man open down the left side. Alex Gibson in the open. Touchdown. And CB East is right back in it.
Somebody missed an assignment. Gibson came out of the backfield untouched and uncovered.
Broke free and finished it off with his feet. And it is an 8-point game again with the extra point upcoming.
Where has Nelson been all game?
Well, he threw just what the one or
throw the football.
The 1 or 2 passes in the entire first part of the game, the entire game until this possession, and then with time running down, had to throw and got the green light and converted. His 9th touchdown pass of the year. The bomb to Alex Gibson, and now Boucher is on to try to shave the lead 1 more point.
This is a big extra point here.
And he gets it right through there. And so just like that, CB East is back to within 7. Don't go anywhere yet.
Roll out to his right, throw back. Somebody missed Gibson or gave up covering him. Boy, it was all over. He just comes out of the backfield basically untouched. They must have seen something to call that play. They must have seen that there was nobody covering the backside. Good call by CB East Coast.
Well, here we go. 4:36 left. A 44-yard touchdown reception after they converted on that 4th and 11 play.
Well, now let's see if CBE's defense is up to the task of stopping number 25. Gibson, by the way, has 59 yards rushing and a touchdown and 2 catches for 41 yards and a TD. Not a great night, but not a bad night from a scoring angle.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, a lot of football still left, huh? 4:36 remaining. Here's Joe Unangst. It's Mike Class. Mike Class on the move. They had Mike Class back on the return that time, and he almost broke another one.
It's hard for us to see the numbers from way up here. It looked like it might have been a 20, but it was 25 with the catch.
Hey, 1 hour before the Eagles battled the Giants on Sunday, get a complete game preview with player updates and an in-depth breakdown from former Eagle Brian Westbrook. Watch Eagles pregame live Sunday at noon from Xfinity Live only on Comcast Sportsnet. Penridge Rams 1st and 10, trying to protect what is now a 7-point lead. They put it in the hands of number 25. And Mike Class bottled up that time by Chris Cryer and the rest of the CB East defense.
Penridge, 8 guys in the box that time, and I think you're going to continue to see that. They're going to dare Penridge to throw the football right now.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Mike Class and Logan Turk, the running backs behind quarterback Mike Pasquale. It's Class. Hit, pushing, doubled up, tripled up, and brought down.
That's our man Yerkes again.
Yep, Yerkes and Ryan Byrne both there.
Yerkes did the thing that you need to do on Mike Class, that is get him around the ankles and wrap him up. Look at that. Nice tackle by Yerkes.
Just a 1-yard gain, make it 3rd down and 6. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Ball at the CB East 43. Pasquale on the keeper. 1st down. Matt Pasquale cutting back. Open field. He might go. Touchdown, Penridge! Ho-ho! Matt Pasquale on a 3rd down play. The keeper, the cutback, and the romp downfield for 6.
Coach Hollenbach said that he's pretty fast, and you can see it right here. He put the ball down. That was supposed to be a pass play. He decided there was nothing open. I think he was just trying to make a 1st down. Next thing you know, he's making a great move, and he romps in for a touchdown.
43-yard run. The extra point is missed, but a 43-yard touchdown run by senior quarterback Matt Pasquale, and Penridge leads by 13 points.
Well, John, we've seen some offensive fireworks tonight.
Huge play right there. All the, Mike Class making big plays, Alex Gibson, and now Pasquale steps up on a 3rd and 6. His team in danger of a 3-and-out situation.
It looked like he wanted to hit somebody in the flat, but you can see him taking the ball down because nobody's open. He knows where the 1st down marker, and he says, wait a minute, I could take this thing all the way. Looking back over his shoulder, runs for the pylon, 6 points.
And that might put it out of reach with the clock winding down.
Smart move by the quarterback. You're really looking to run the clock down and just get the 1st down. He saw that he had the yardage to get the 1st down, and then he got more.
Penridge 40, CB East 27. And as you see, less than 3 minutes remaining in the football game. Let's see if CB East has a trick or two up its sleeve still. They had a kick return touchdown in the first half by this man, Brandon Ilkew. And Ilkew this time brought down after a short return. So CB East will take over with just 2:46 left in their own territory at the 27-yard line.
That was Mike Tatarowicz on the tackle for the kickoff team. See if Zach Nelson has any magic left.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line. They keep it on the ground here.
Don't quite understand that.
Brian Passman with a couple of yards.
Brian Passman on the carry.
Clock running.
No huddle.
Patriots hurry it up. 3 men split to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for Ilkew.
Ball thrown behind him that time. He didn't have a shot at it. He was open. The ball was thrown way behind him.
3rd down and long yardage.
3rd and 6 for the Patriots.
Third and 6. Nelson looking, throws complete, first down. Brian Passman, the fullback, spilling into Penridge territory at the 49-yard line. And shaken up, it would appear. Brian Passman, who had a big first half, coming out of the backfield with a long gainer on going the air route here on this play, but then shaken up as he was hit.
May have just had the wind knocked out of him. Pretty good shot he took. See, he just took his mouthpiece out. He's taking some deep breaths. That's probably what it is. Let's hope that's what it is. Tough kid. Take a look here. He comes across the middle. Nice catch. Well, I think he was hit right in the breadbasket.
Boom, right there.
Bangs his head pretty good when he lands also.
It seems to be okay, but is on the sideline for now. The long gain, putting the ball into Penridge territory. And the Patriots are still alive as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Nelson, quick pass on the left side, complete to Alex Gibson. The CB East passing game looks pretty good. It was kept under wraps for the entire game until, what, the last 3-4 minutes or so.
Gibson gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
2:01 remaining. CB East in a 13-point hole. Nelson fires over the middle, and that thing is picked off.
Mike Class.
Mike Class indeed. And how about that for a capstone on a great night? Mike Class, the senior running back and defensive back, with a couple of good defensive plays, and the pick in the final 2 minutes.
You know, there are guys that really like to play the games, and then there are guys that love to play the game, and there are guys that just absolutely adore to play the game. And Mike Class is one of them. He just loves this game. Both sides of it.
And so now Penridge just has to wind down the clock with 1:54 remaining and a 13-point lead. It is Class looking for more. Breaking a tackle. And finally spun down by 3 defenders. Big gain to the 30-yard line, and he keeps on trucking.
There's a guy that is just not going to give you a kneel down.
That's the Rams' first down.
Still giving 110%, keeps his balance, in a way, protects the football as he knows he's going down, keeps his feet moving. What an athlete.
200 yards on the ground now, plus the 47 pass receiving. 3 touchdowns. Interception on defense and a couple of big tackles. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. And this time, Class is stopped by Jake Duncan, number 73.
Now that 200-yard night-to-night rushing will give him 1,000 yards rushing in the last 5 games. Imagine getting 1,000 yards in 5 games. That's pretty consistent.
Clock is stopped here. CB East getting a timeout. Let's take a look at what Penridge has coming up as they wind down towards the end of the season. So they started out the year 4-0. Came into this one losers of 3 of the last 4, but if they can win tonight, they'll be 6-3 heading into Hatboro, Horsham, and then Quakertown on Thanksgiving Day. Still in good position to make the playoffs. A win tonight would really help this Penridge cause.
They come off a 12-2 season last year.
Jeff Hollenbach returning as Penridge coach after several seasons away. He was head coach from 97 to 04. His first year back after 8 seasons. And his team looking good tonight. Minute 12 left in the game. 2nd and 10. Through an opening, Logan Turk. Logan Turk, 6. Touchdown, Penridge.
I think he's better.
Coming back from an injury, he does look all better tonight.
Well, that was a really nice run by Logan Turk, the sophomore. But what he's done a great job tonight doing has been blocking. But here's another guy I think that's learned from his senior mentor just to keep driving, not to quit.
And so, Penridge does seal the deal. Pulling away with a 5-play, 33-yard drive. No, I'm reading the wrong stat.
1 minute, 6 seconds left in this game. Penridge 47, Patriots 27.
Well, in any case, Logan Turk going in for the score.
He's got 5 rushes tonight, 33 yards, so 2 touchdowns.
That's the 5-33, okay.
But more importantly, what he has done has just been the lead blocker for Mike Class tonight.
Watch this run.
And you know what? Mike Class returned a favor. He had a good kick-in block.
It was Unax.
Unax, I'm sorry. I thought it was 2025's getting me mixed up tonight.
Yeah.
But that young man's going to be around for a while. He's got 2 more years left after this year.
Yeah, this guy Logan Turk, a sophomore. All right, so now we're down to just 106. And Penridge has opened up a 20-point lead. You know, again, we've said a couple of times that CB East was in control of this game, had a 91-yard kickoff return. CB East had a couple of long drives, a 17-7 Patriot lead in the middle stages of the second quarter. But the Rams totally turning it around and really dominating the second half.
You're not kidding. They had 6 rushing TDs tonight. 6 touchdown runs.
Their biggest output of the season. On an autumn night.
1st and 10 CB.
It's not quite the frozen tundra of...
But you can almost hear John Facenda's voice in back of it, can you?
But a classic hometown atmosphere, crisp autumn evening, and good football.
For anybody who might remember, he does look like Tom Matte there, former Baltimore Colt running back, quarterback. But now I'm dating myself and one of our producers.
You know, it's funny, and the uniforms are kind of reminiscent.
That really is, yeah, right? It really does.
Yeah. All right, so very little time left, and Zach Nelson trying to make something come out of it. Pass downfield is incomplete. Intended for Ryan Byrne.
Ryan Byrne playing defensive back has 2 interceptions this year, the leader in that department for CB East.
Yeah, Tom Matte. Tom Matte played in the 60s, right? Did Tom Matte make it to the 70s?
You know, they had
I think he did.
They had an injured quarterback, if I can remember. Matte kind of filled in, and he was a running quarterback.
Zach Nelson to Brandon Ilkew, but incomplete.
I think he was the first guy that ever put plays on a wristband. And I don't say that to insult his intelligence, but he was a fullback playing quarterback.
Yeah.
We had some guys that threw a lot of ugly balls there. There was a guy named Joe Cap.
Joe Cap, Minnesota Vikings.
That threw an ugly football. Tom Matte threw an ugly football.
Joe Cap threw an ugly football all the way to the Super Bowl 100 years ago, right? I want to say Super Bowl 3. Would that have been?
I think you're right.
The Vikings? No. 3 was Jets. 4 was Joe Cap. Super Bowl 4 would have been Vikings. This is complete to Ryan Kronmiller. And now down to just 40 seconds left. So a lot of action in this football game. A kickoff return touchdown, a CB East lead in the first half. And then Mike Klass taking over.
Well, John, kind of what we expected. We expected to see, offensive burst tonight, but really saw a little of everything.
Here's a completed pass. Kronmiller, the tight end. But
it looked like it was going to be a long night. Both of the first scores. There's Mike Klass right there. Boy, what a night he's had. What a senior year he's having.
Yeah, over 1,000 yards. 200 tonight.
But, both teams had real long scoring drives during their first scores. Boy, and then it's like explosion after explosion. A 91-yard kickoff return, a 6-play drive right before the half that got Penridge back in the ballgame. I think that was huge.
Really huge, yep. Because they were going nowhere. I mean, we're in the last 2 minutes of the first half. They're down 17-7, kind of looking sluggish at that point. But drove down, scored a touchdown, went into the locker room down by just 3, and then took over the second half.
Final score, Penridge 47.
So Penridge with the victory behind the offense and defense of Mike Klass. And Jeff Hollenbach and company go to 6-3, while the CB East team, which had come in winners of 3 of 4, loses for the 5th time this season. They go down to a 4-5 record as they are defeated in Percy on the Penridge field. Final score, the Rams of Penridge 47, the Patriots of Central Bucks East 27. Coverage continues. We'll be back with more in a moment on the Comcast Network. All right, Penridge with the huge second half to defeat Central Bucks East 47-27. John Gurevich alongside Kevin Riley. I think we have Mike Klass standing by now. Mike Klass, the senior running back who had such a huge game. Mike, I want to take you back to late in the first half. Your team is down 17-7, not playing great football, but you put together a huge drive, and that really seemed to turn the game around.
Oh, yeah. That second, when we came back and we scored that last touchdown coming into, about to go into halftime, that was great for us, and that gave a lot of momentum coming back in the second half. And I think after that touchdown, I think the team really built off of that.
Mike, there was only one thing that overshadowed, one problem with your offensive performance that night, and that's that it overshadowed your defensive performance. You had quite a few nice tackles, you had a nice interception, and you even returned a kickoff almost past midfield.
Yeah, that was great. I know a lot of people like looking at me as more of the offense guy, but I know coming into practice week, Coach really pushed that I'd be working on defense a lot, and he really said that this week I really need to step up, and I can't be that can't be just one guy on offense. I need to play both sides of the ball, and I think I really did. I really stepped up today.
Your coach told us during the week that you have a tendency to get stronger as the game goes on. Is that, I mean, do you really feel like you get going more and more through the course of a game?
Oh yeah, I know definitely coming out of the second half. I mean, as a team, we definitely get stronger as the game goes on. We definitely get to come in and we get to see what the defense is doing. And I think after we get settled in a little bit, I think that's when we really start to pick up our momentum. I think that's when we really start to get going.
Mike, your offensive line did a nice job of blocking for you today, but I know you're glad to have number 9 back, Logan Turk. He did a lot of nice kick-out blocks for you today.
Oh yeah, Logan's a great guy. I know it was kind of questionable coming into the season. He unfortunately he broke his ankle before camp, but he came back. He talked to coach a little bit, and he said he would love to play for this team. And when we let him back on because we knew how great of a guy he was. And I think tonight he really stepped up. I mean, not even just blocking, but he can prove that he's a fast kid out too. When he gets the ball, he can make moves with it too.
Mike, we'll wrap it up. What does this mean? The win mean for Penridge, coming from behind and really solidifying your opportunities to get into the playoffs.
It was a great team win overall. I think every kid who played tonight really stepped up and really did their job. I know we're gonna enjoy this over the weekend. Homecoming coming up, we're gonna really enjoy this. And I know coming Monday we could forget this and get ready for Haparow.
Mike, thanks a lot. Congratulations on the great win and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, Mike Class with a huge game. Let's take a look at the stats as Penridge pulled away in the rushing yards category and in total yards, and that told the story.
Yeah, it was not a mirror image in that second half. It was Penridge all the way.
So the Rams winning at 47-27. Again, this is a school that had a 12-2 season last year. Maybe starting to hit their stride and ready for another run this season. And,
Hollenbach certainly believes that there's enough people out there, enough skill positions, and enough talent to get into the playoffs. And, hey, who knows? I think some people were thinking about a rebuilding year, but they may have a shot to go somewhere in the playoffs.
All right, and as far as CB East, a team that showed some strength, some good things, threw the ball well at the end of the football game, and maybe has some good things in its future as well.
They've got some talent on that team. I just think they've had a really tough schedule.
All right, indeed. CB East with a first-half lead, but Penridge turning it around at the end of the first half and through the second half and pulling away for a convincing victory on homecoming night in Percy, Pennsylvania. Great evening, a chilly evening, but a great evening, a great atmosphere for high school football, and a victory for the Rams of Penridge High School. For Kevin Riley and our entire production crew, led by Director John Anderson and producer Mick Moninghoff, this is John Gurbich wishing you a good night and inviting you to join high school football coverage next weekend on the Comcast Network from New Jersey as Lenape goes to Eastern. Final score here, Penridge 47, CB East 27.